How y'all doing tonight? I'm AR.
And I'm Versally, aka Tiny.
And we are
Knee deep in the shit. Man, AR.
Hey man, today we got a special episode for y'all today. Got a Battle of the Chefs featuring two of the dopest culinary artists in the city of Greenville, South Carolina. You dig it?
G Vegas.
You dig it?
Oh my goodness. So we got an exciting episode, and we about to Keith Lee this, okay? We about to rate this 1 through 10.
Keith Lee.
Yeah, because we gotta assess these chefs. So we do have a rating scale. We are gonna rate the food based off of taste, aroma, texture. So we gonna be the judges. We got a couple of judges over here to the side, and we gonna see how they do. Okay. I don't know if this ever been done on a podcast, but we about to do it.
I feel like we're prototype.
We ready. We ain't ate. It's like Thanksgiving. You know how you ain't ate all morning so that you can eat your mama cooking.
And you just
That's exactly what it is.
overflowing, ready to goddamn eat something. That's where we at, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we ready. So we do have our first chef that we gonna introduce. We got Ink Chef. Ink Chef, come on.
What's up, big dog?
What's up?
What's going on?
Good to see you, man.
How you doing? Good to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes,
What's
sir.
up? So introduce yourself to the podcast, your Instagram, and what you do, what business ventures that you got going on, and just how you got into the art of chefing, okay? Because that's an art right there.
Absolutely.
Come on.
So I'm the ink chef. It's all about the tattoos, right? So me being the ink chef, a lot of people know me as vocals from the music. I got into the cooking because I wanted to switch things up. My mother passed away, and I started focusing on the other passion, which is the culinary arts, and just set a mission to be the best chef that I could be.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah, man. So, tell us a little bit about your transition from the music to the cooking. Like, is there any similarities in the passion? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. There's a lot of similarities in the passion. What I would say is that with the music, everything that I did music-wise was on me. I wouldn't put myself in a group because I didn't want my success to be determined based on the group. You know what I'm saying? So same thing with the food. You have a lot of amazing chefs out here, and I don't want my success to be determined on them. My mother was vegan. And
Really?
Yeah, she was vegan.
So did you grew up vegan?
No.
What?
We'll keep it 100.
Okay, how?
No, we ate the meats, like Arby's. We have the meats.
So your dad? Was it your dad?
No, it was all my mom's. My mom's got into this vegan trend probably the last 10 years of her life. And literally, she started making these crazy recipes. She was already an amazing chef.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, teach me this.
As we get
So I just started, I really just started honing in on different recipes and things like that she was giving me. And I literally was like, ooh, how can I make this better? And I really got into I would go to a restaurant and taste something like, it needs this. And I started just playing with different recipes, man. And when my mother passed, before you know it, it was like, I'm going to take a break on this music and I'm going to really focus and hone in on being the best chef that I can be. So I went to culinary school and just focused on being the ink chef.
That's
I
what's
love
up, bro.
it.
That's
Yeah,
what's up.
yeah.
That's what's up.
So, we gonna actually, before this episode, we gonna get some BTS in here. But like before this episode, each chef actually came in and he like cooked. And when I tell y'all, I might give up my firstborn for this pasta. The way he was cooking that,
Her firstborn, but
man, that pasta, the way he was chefing, he flicked the wrist like this, like he did a full 360 rotation. That's how you know it's good, when you could flick it like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then he did this, like when you do it in the air with confidence, right there. So it's about to be good. So we do have our judges to the side that's about to judge, and they eating right now. Like they couldn't even wait. Like I ain't even gonna cap to you. Like we was trying to wait to start, but they just already eating. So we gonna talk about the scale. But each chef, we gonna get some more talking in. But let's introduce our next chef. So our next chef, we got Fresh in the building. Fresh. How you doing today? Fresh over here.
What's
up, you guys?
Great. What's up, dog?
What's up?
How you doing?
Well, okay, so with Fresh, tell us a little bit about yourself. What you got going on business wise?
So I'm currently a chef at a bistro called Passerelle Bistro. It's French cuisine, a little bit high class food. I have my own catering business that I had since 2017 called Serving and Swerving, where basically I make the plates and I deliver them to you as well. So I do it all. Also, a traveling chef. You may catch me in many of your nightclubs. Back there frying chicken. You may not know it, but it was me. So I do that. Right now I'm working on trying to get my food truck, but I'm still in school. I have my certificate to be a chef. I'm currently working on my associates for restaurant management. I'll have that next month. We almost there. Got 3 weeks.
That's
We almost
impressive.
there. And what I'm doing right now is I'm working at a bunch of different restaurants, just soaking up everything I can soak up and just learning everything I need to learn different techniques, different ways to prepare meals. So when I open up my business, I can do anything that I need to do.
Hey, that's good.
No, y'all. Fresh told me. Didn't you tell me you had to eat a cricket?
No, I ain't.
Did you have to fry it?
No.
You ain't have to cook it.
Hold on, where that come
No,
from?
we was talking about this. We was talking about this because like one of the people that we work with, he was talking about what did he eat? Like jerky roach.
He ate a candy roach. Yeah,
Candy
a
roach?
candy roach. Yeah,
The
but he's
fuck?
like from Florida, so they do a little. You know, they eat a little different down there.
I'm about to say, what the fuck did the concept of a candy?
He said it was
come
good,
from?
bro. Like I don't understand. You know,
He said it was like a thing that they go eat. So,
it's like an acquired taste. They eat bugs, bro. Like people eat bugs for real.
Yeah, they do though. That's a delicacy.
if you want my roaches, you can have them for free. Like you ain't even gotta go buy
I just
no
seen a
jerky.
flying one yesterday. It was about that big. Put
Some
some
people got
some
a
sugar on it.
everlasting
Ain't no
abundance of the
way.
motherfucker.
Put some sugar on it. Brulee.
Not brulee. Like, so yeah, Fresh, we gonna get you back in because we gonna interview you and each chef together. But Fresh, what you got today? What you cooked today?
I have like your regular Sunday dinner. We got fried chicken, got macaroni, we got collard greens with turkey in it, and we got cornbread. So I'm just keeping it southern and light, but it's gonna be very tasteful. And also my battle is today at 5:00 at Quarter P. So pull up on me.
Hey,
Hey, thank
You're welcome.
yeah, yeah.
you. All right. All right. So we got our chefs here, and Ink Chef. I didn't even get what did you make? Because like we got Fresh, but
No,
I
it's cool. It's cool. I
Yeah,
got
what's up?
a Cajun seafood pasta.
Mm.
We got crab, lobster, blackened shrimp, tomatoes, and some spinach.
That motherfucker is delicious.
What kind of chicken
Man,
on
we've been
top?
tearing this stuff up, y'all. We done delayed when we were supposed to start for about 30 minutes. So yeah. So let's talk to our chefs or whatever because we want to get to know you all and just talk about some common things because like not everybody can cook. Like me and AR was just talking about this. Like not everybody can cook. So the main thing that I see people be struggling with is seasoning. So, can y'all tell me what is the art of seasoning? Because, like, all I know is, like, different seasonings don't go together. Like, there's certain seasonings that you pair based off of what type of meal you're prepping. So, talk to us about it.
I'll let me start.
Yeah.
I'll say for me, the art of seasoning is one, you got to taste as you cook. You absolutely have to taste as you cook. You see a lot of people who will literally just, I'm gonna just grab this salt and pepper and think it's cool. You know, I'm not calling no people out specifically, right? But you have to taste as you cook. As you continue to make the food, you have to taste it, and you have to be willing to play with flavors. Certain flavor profiles go together: sweet and salt, sweet and savory, or sometimes you want that sweet and hot. But you have to be able to play and have fun while you do it. Chef?
So, like you said, knowing what flavors go with which flavor, you got to know the flavor profiles. But also, a lot of us, we use just seasoning salt, and then we add seasoned salt, pepper, garlic pepper. We use a whole bunch of stuff. But if you read the label of the seasoned salt and you see what seasonings in there, it's more cost effective if you just get those separate seasonings and season it the way you want.
Absolutely.
Because you don't want to over season. You definitely don't want to under season. You definitely have to season. Taste like you got to season as you taste. If you tasting food and you're not adding seasoning to it, you're not doing what you need to do.
See, but here's the thing. My friend, she is a person that is like, I put adobo on every fucking thing. Like, and that's just how she sees it. So how do y'all feel about that?
So adobo doesn't really have a strong flavor. So putting that on everything is not really adobo. It's like
it's a Spanish seasoning.
It's a Spanish ingredient.
It's like a Spanish all-purpose seasoning.
Absolutely.
But it doesn't have a strong flavor profile at all. Now, I'll use it on some vegetables, but you need something else. For one, you need salt and pepper on everything. No matter what you're cooking, outside of whatever seasoning, salt and pepper. But when you use salt and pepper, you do that to taste. You don't just start off with salt and pepper. Salt and pepper is to taste. That's when you decide how much salt and pepper you put on something.
I would also say you got to be careful with adobo because it could also be overpowering if you use too much, and your food can get real salty real quick if you use too much adobo. That is typically, I'm from Jersey, so up there adobo is like a staple in every black home. But I'm also Puerto Rican and black, so it's also a staple in every Spanish home too. That is like a key ingredient in everything that's being cooked, from Spanish rice and beans to your fried chicken, whatever it is, that seasoning is put into it. But to Chef's point, you would make more sense at times buying all the ingredients separately and being able to incorporate those as you go into that dish.
So, okay. So if somebody over seasons something, what do? Throw it out?
It depends.
You don't throw it out?
It depends on what it is.
Yes.
So, like, if it's a meat, it's going to be hard for you to bring it back if it's already finished cooking.
Yep.
It's going to be hard. If you catch it midway, which I don't know how you'll catch a meat midway, but if you catch it midway, you can change it. If it's like a sauce or any type of liquid, it's things that you can add to it to take down the heat or the season level.
What do you add to it to take down?
You can do water, you can do vegetable stock, you can do heavy whipping cream, depending on what the dish is. If it's like a creamy dish, like, okay, for instance, at my restaurant, we make a bouillabaisse, which is mussel, shrimp, trout, but it's in a spicy sauce. It's not really that spicy, but it's kind of spicy. We use a spice called Espelette. It's like a 6-spice seasoning. I had a lady tell me that it was just too spicy. Like, it was just too much for her. The bread was spicy, everything was spicy, so I added whipping cream because it's a thicker base. Now, if it would have been like a lighter base, I would have did vegetable stock because vegetable stock don't have any flavor.
Okay.
So you got to give it something that doesn't add flavor but can balance it out.
For sure. In the Spanish culture, we do a lot of soups. So one of the soups that we do is sancocho, and it's very easy to over season the sancocho. And really, the easiest way to balance it out is you have to add that water. You have to add the water, and you have to split it, let it continue to cook, and it will work itself out. But again, the chef's point, when it's just a meat, especially when the meat is done, it's very hard to bring that back. I mean, I've seen people literally pull meat out of a pan, rinse it off, and then like re-hit it with seasoning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen that too.
Because sometimes you just can't save it.
You can't, yeah.
So it's important to taste as you go.
Well, quick
100%.
question. What's the easiest meat to control as far as seasoning and absorbing
Fish.
flavor?
seafood, because you don't need that much seasoning. Seafood makes its own salt and its own flavor, so it's a light season on seafood.
100%, I agree with that.
Okay.
Seafood would be the easiest to control.
Because some seafood, like for instance, you don't even have to season seafood if you have a broth with flavor. If you got like a sauce that you're putting your seafood in, and you got like peppers, onions, cilantro, or like a mirepoix, which is celery, carrots, onions, and you got all of that, it's gonna add flavor. You can dump like some shrimp or like a lobster in that broth, and it'll soak up all the seasoning.
Okay. Makes sense.
Okay, so do different seasonings go with different meats? Like, if
I
you
would
were
say so.
seasoning like chicken, what y'all go to for chicken?
So I think for me, obviously the adobo, right? I use a lot of Knorr seasoning when I'm dealing with chicken. It's in a green container. It always has a green top, but I use that. That's like a go-to when it comes to like chicken for me. But I think again, it just depends on what you're cooking. Like if you're doing duck, you want to do aromatics with things like that, just because you want to pull the gaminess out while adding that flavor into the meat. So like duck, I would do like a 6-spice blend, and then like blueberries to help pull it out. Duck is it's a very strong meat. It's very gamey, but if cooked right, duck is absolutely perfect.
That's interesting. Like I said, I never had no duck before, man.
Yeah, well, I just be thinking of like Donald Duck and like Daffy Duck. I'm like, ooh, duck season.
Rabbit season.
Oh my God, no, because like, ain't there a place that has like kangaroo?
Saskatoon.
Saskatoon.
Saskatoon got all kinds of stuff.
They got kangaroo, alligator.
Yeah.
I think it tastes like chicken.
That's real different. Like
Australian outback.
you gotta be ready to eat that type of food on that level if that's what you want to do.
I can't do it. I'm cool.
But like seasons with food, it depends on what you're going for, because you got to think about it. And every meat is variations in every country of every food that we cook.
Absolutely.
Everybody's seasons is different. Like Mexico, they do a lot of peppers with their chicken. No matter what they're cooking, it's gonna be peppers.
Yeah.
Italian is tomato based, garlic.
Yeah.
French is onion, celery. So depending on what you're trying to do, like the
You got your
thing.
cultural outlook
Yeah,
on.
so like-
Instead of break down to the culture.
It depends, like as far as what season go with what. It depends on what you're trying to do. Like if you trying to make a jerk chicken, you trying to make a curry, you want regular fried chicken, you want baked chicken, barbecue chicken. It's so many variations. It's like a million ways you can cook anything.
Absolutely.
So as far as the season, it's just basically what flavor profile you're trying to accomplish. Anything can go with anything if you're trying to accomplish a certain flavor profile.
So, okay, let me ask y'all this. Me personally, I am not my mama ain't either. We're not big people on leftovers. So, look, I'm sorry. Like, I'm like, there's certain things I feel like can be a leftover, but certain things I'm just not, like, it's not the same experience. So, do y'all feel like anything can be a leftover, or there are limitations to a leftover? Like, not everything can make the pass.
I believe anything can be a leftover.
I agree, Chef.
100%.
I agree.
When you in that world, right? Okay, so I'm gonna take it back to when I was a kid. We was in struggle mode. Growing up in Jersey in the projects, it was a struggle. So every leftover was a new meal.
Another
My
meal.
mom would get creative in the kitchen. She would make hamburgers the day before, and then the next day she done made hamburgers and gravy, right? Or she'll make chili dogs, and she done took this chili and stretched it out over 3 days and made tacos, and now she done made chili and beans.
Yeah.
So I really think anything truly can be a leftover. I'm about partial when it comes to French fries.
You can't do French fries.
But
Maybe
if you
that's
get creative, though, you can make a whole mashed potato.
Repurpose them.
You can
Yeah.
repurpose them. So I think,
I didn't think about that.
some things left over, like prime example, spaghetti. Spaghetti always tastes better the second day.
Yeah.
No matter
Cabbage
how
too.
you make it,
Pasta, I feel
Cabbage
like.
too.
second day is better. So I
Definitely.
think that is, I think 100% anything can be a leftover. You just got to get creative and be willing to have fun in the kitchen. You got to be willing to have fun.
Gotta be creative,
100%.
like you say. Like
So you said French fries. What else do y'all feel like may not?
what is another food that you could recycle, like you said with the French fries? Like you make mashed potatoes.
So
out of
French fries, you can. So like he said, I agree, Chef. Anything can be a leftover. A leftover can become another meal all the time. Because like when you work in the food industry, you got to think about your food costs.
Yep.
So you don't want to buy food unless you can make multiple meals with it. Like for instance, I cut steaks. the pieces of steak that I can't use, I make a beef broth with it. I turn it into a soup. So I'm trying to use every part of it. You use every part. But like leftovers, French fries, you can repurpose that. You can do like a mashed potato, or you can refry them. You can dice them. You can add it's because it's a potato.
Breakfast
You can
bowls.
make a bunch of stuff with a potato.
Absolutely.
Chicken to me, like baked chicken. Think about what you can do with a baked chicken after you cook it.
Yeah.
Chicken salad sandwich,
Yeah.
regular chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
You can do a bunch of. You could just put it on top of a salad. Like
Yeah.
to me, chicken. Any type of chicken is the best way to make something because you can make 5 or 6 different meals off of having chicken left over.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving turkey, I make a bunch of stuff with turkey after Thanksgiving. We ain't gonna let it go to waste. Everything can be a leftover. Stop throwing your food away.
Facts. Stop throwing it away. We'll come get it 7 days.
Just, I'm gonna just be outside like this, like French, please feed me. Feed me.
I have to say grits too though. Grits is a hard one to repurpose, but like let's say you're doing an event and you're doing like fish and grits or shrimp and grits, you could like repurpose those grits. They sat overnight and now you can have fried grit patties. Same thing with mac and cheese.
Right.
Wait a minute, hold up.
Come on,
What is
man.
that?
You roll up the grit,
Yeah.
you put it like in a flour or some type of batter,
Look at
and
it,
drop
bro.
it in the grease.
Yeah,
What?
so you can fry them
Yeah.
in balls or squares. And again, you can take really inexpensive ingredients and make some high level dishes, and people will be like, "Man!" And we over here like, this only costs us like $20.
It ain't cost that much.
It
Yeah.
costs $20 to do this. So you can really get creative. Mac and cheese is another good one. Most people kill mac and cheese in the holidays, but make a mac and cheese ball, deep fry that thing. Like you can have so much fun with food. You just got to be willing to be creative.
I never have mac and cheese left over. Most time when I make it, I never even get any. So
And it seems like you got to understand the properties of food, like what can be fried, what can't,
Yeah.
what can sit out. You know what I'm saying? That kind of
but
stuff.
to be real though, almost anything can be fried.
100%.
As long as you make you a batter or something. Like when I make my lamb chops at the restaurant, when they want them like well done
I love
or
that.
medium well, I drop them in the fryer before I keep putting them on the grill because I don't want to overcook them, but I want them to be done all the way. Fried contain the juices in it when you fry it, so it's still juicy. You can fry anything. I fry anything. Well, I just be making up stuff and I put it in the fryer. I fry chicken salad sandwich, like a salmon patty.
Yeah.
I had made a regular chicken salad. I made a patty and made me some batter and deep fried it and put it on some toast, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise. That thing was so good. It tastes like a salmon patty, but when I bit into it, it was chicken salad.
Oh, man.
So good.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
So, with the food, me and AR, we was having a conversation about edibles. So, don't laugh. Have y'all ever dabbled into the edible side of food?
I made edibles for 3 years straight. Everything. Everything.
You need Reggie or you need gas. Some people tell me you can use
It don't matter what you use. I use like some. It was good. It wasn't like no Za. It was a couple of years ago before people were smoking Za anyway. But it was a good bit. But what I did was I made the butter, then I made a oil. I made an oil, then I made a simple syrup. So I made gummies. I was making all the desserts, and I also was putting on my regular food like my steak, my chicken, the butter, my potatoes.
Oh,
Like
shit.
I was putting on everything.
I'm gonna get fucked up for dinner.
Yeah, like you go to sleep, you come to my house, we gonna eat, then we have a little thing of Rice Krispie treats. You going to sleep. You going to sleep. Cupcakes. You're not gonna stay up. You're going to sleep.
Yeah, going to
And I mean, you
sleep.
can even make like edible drinks. A lot
Yeah.
of people don't know that's a thing. Like
Wow.
Chef was saying, like that simple syrup. I mean, you really can. It almost come out like a grenadine.
Yeah.
I just had
And you
that
really
first
can
time.
just have a ball again with the food. But yeah, definitely play with the edible.
You
For
have-
me, I think you need gas. I've tried it both ways. I didn't like the first ones; they were terrible. But I think everybody, we all have different taste buds, right? And we experience things differently. So,
Yeah. So gas is better for
So
you.
it's
I
not
think
even
so.
the gas, it's the level of THC. Because once you
For
start
sure.
cooking it, the only thing that we get is the THC out of it. So
Pure
it don't matter
THC.
what it smell like or what it tastes like. The only thing you're getting is THC. So as long as it's something high in THC, once you start cooking it out, that's all you're getting out of it. You straining the THC out the flour.
Yeah, to make that can butter or
brings it
that
out.
oil
Yeah.
and things like that. Absolutely.
Wow.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you a trick though. When I do my simple syrup, add a little vodka, like a little flavored vodka in there. You do that? Yeah, a little peach vodka, a
Come
little
on, now.
pineapple.
Come on now.
Turn it up
You
a
know
little
what? We
bit.
should have asked that. Next time, I know better. Next time we gonna have an edible party.
Ah,
Y'all, what was y'all first experience with edibles? Y'all remember your first
They don't
experience?
get me high at all.
man.
Your
Nah,
first experience ain't
Never.
you
They don't do nothing. I don't not like eat edibles at all. I
I
make
love
them, but I do not like eat them. Roll me up. I don't want to eat no edibles.
I don't even want to lie.
I'm like-
I'm embarrassed to
I'm
tell a
like-
story. I literally my first experience with the edible, me and a homeboy was making cupcakes, and we both said, just for the friends, like, do not eat the whole cupcake. And me, not listening to my own advice, ate the whole cupcake. I went on a whole spiritual trip. I'm telling y'all, think I'm playing, but the trip was so deep that, like, you ever be in the bed sleep, you stretch your feet out and do this, like, cause you stretching.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I stretched my feet out, and it was like that, and I'm laying down, and my eyes are open. I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. And I look and nothing there. But then, like, I see my room door open. I'm like, I know I closed the room door.
Oh, shit.
I went on
so
a
he was tweaking.
whole spiritual trip.
You was tweaking.
And legit, had made another edible since. Like, I
How
had
long ago was that?
not. It's been 4 years.
This time you was on a shroom.
It's
I
true.
was
I
told my
like
mom, and I was like, I can't do this no more. And my little sister had one, and it was funny because she come in the house screaming. Ah! I was like, what's wrong with you? I was in the ground sinking. I was like, what? So I mean, again, I think it's different for different people.
Yeah, it is.
And what you experience. But for me, I don't think I would do another one. I'm done. That was enough.
It's a body high, so like I don't enjoy body highs. I don't smoke sativa. I don't enjoy body high because I don't like to go down. I like an up high. Like I like indicas. I need to hit my brain. So anything that affect my body, me eating it, I don't feel it. It just make me tired, and I'm always tired. So
and you also don't know when it's gonna hit you.
Right. I'm
because
sleeping
with
right
edible, it'll hit you in waves. You'll think you cool, and then an hour later, you done went right back into it because it's going through your whole
waiting
body.
for the high. That's
you
where
waiting for
fuck
something that ain't gonna come because it's a different kind of high. It's on your. It's like it's in your body, and it's not what you expected. So I don't know. I probably smoke too much for me to be able to feel it. It just make my stomach hurt and make me go to sleep.
Oh my God.
My stomach be so messed up eating edible. What?
AR, you
Bad.
remember your first experience with the edible?
I was over at Cliff. You know Cliff, white boy Cliff.
He went here.
Went to Hillcrest.
Yeah, I know Cliff.
I was with them boys, and we were just fucked up. I was in there looking retarded as hell, sleep. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. Just I'm about like Adam.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I can't do it.
I'm good.
I like to enjoy my high. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go to sleep.
Not go to sleep.
I'm going to motherfucking sleep.
Oh my goodness. So y'all friends don't be asking y'all to make them some edibles?
No, I already told him I'm done.
You done?
I'm done. That's not my lane no more.
You done tapped out.
Yeah.
I made my friend some butter a couple months ago, but they wanted me to make the edibles, but they wasn't trying to pay me to make the edibles. So I just gave them their tub of butter and sent them on their way and told them to figure out what they was gonna make with it.
That's it.
But I made them a big tub of butter, but they had it keep it over here and make the edibles. Whoa, not doing it. Come get your butter.
Not for free.
Nah, for free to me.
I did it for a long time though. Like I had a bunch of that stuff. I worked at a call center then. I had the whole job eat edibles.
Did you tell them that you?
They knew what it was. They was looking for me. Time I got on, where you at, Fresh? Where you at? They looking for me. I tell them hold it down, eat it in the car. Don't bring it in the building.
They brought it in the building anyway.
They did.
How was they acting? I'm intrigued.
Oh, so when I get to work, I don't pay. I'm like work mode, and I was a supervisor then, so I ain't. Once I handed it off to them, I just went on to my desk. I didn't pay no attention to know how they acted. Nothing. Don't say you got it from me.
Well, I'm just trying to make you feel good.
Don't none of y'all watching this repeat what y'all just heard in the last 5 to 10 minutes.
Don't do drugs, you guys.
No.
Don't eat them neither.
Definitely don't eat.
Don't eat the drugs.
That's funny. Okay, so do you all feel like food is a love language?
100%. I think we know there's 5 love languages, right? But
Right.
I think food would really count as number 6. We had this conversation briefly earlier. Everything is wrapped around food. People come together, food. There's death, food. Anniversary, Father's Day's this weekend, food. Every holiday, food. Everything is food driven. And I think when you know how to speak love to people, like for some people, like their love language is acts of service. So you dating a chef and the chef is doing all these things. You're like, man, I feel like I'm in this 5-star restaurant. You are truly taking the time to speak food to people and you introduce them to different cultures. And I think that I think that can play a lot into people. That's why you get people wanting to have all these crazy experiences with and the caterings, and you got the caterers out there who like dipping the fruit in the honey and like feeding the women.
Yeah.
You know, you are really speaking to their love language, and a lot of people yearn for that. So 100% food's a love language. Definitely.
I agree.
I definitely agree. It's a love language because you got to think about it. When we think about love language, I think people always put it in the mind like a relationship or your person. But you love your family, right? I love to cook for my family. I love to cook for anybody I love. Anytime if it's an event and somebody else cooking, do y'all need me to cook something?
Yeah.
Do you need my help? So of course it's a love language because it brings together the people you love. You feeding people, and I love to watch people eat my food. Like if you like my food, it's better than me eating the food.
Mm-hmm.
So of course it's a love language.
Absolutely.
I feel like it's a love language because you put your time in it, you can't get time back. That's like one of the few things in life you can never get back.
The only thing in life you definitely can't get back.
You dig it? And me and my brother just yesterday talking about how our grandma used to just prepare a whole day ahead. You know, the strenuous act of doing that and making sure it was good for us. And that's love.
That's
you
love,
know what
right?
I'm saying? Like you love somebody,
That's
you gonna
love.
do all that shit. That's love.
That's
And
love.
you taste the love, like, you know, when we were all growing up, our
Yeah.
grandmothers and our moms cooking Thanksgiving for a week up
Yeah,
until
man.
the day, right?
Yeah,
You
man.
taste the love and energy in that
Putting
food.
a lot in that food, soul, time. Yeah, you can taste it.
Absolutely.
Well, okay, let me ask you this. So, talking about our grandmas and our mamas and everything like that, y'all feel like the generation that we got right now is ready for the baton to be passed down to? Because, I
My
don't see
baton
this
been passed.
Thanksgiving looking like it used to be.
So I've been cooking and preparing Thanksgiving. How many years? Like 10 years. I'm the one that cook Thanksgiving. I'm the one that cook Christmas. I know that the generation before me can't cook like me. I'm aware. That's
You
why I
said
have
the
to cook.
generation before you
Nah,
got
they
it like
ain't
you.
they ain't got nothing on me. They don't got
Okay,
nothing on me.
talk
So, like,
My
that's
grandma
a-
and them, they know it. Everybody know it. Rest in peace, my grandma, she knew before she passed. Everybody who's still alive to cook, they all know it. I hope they watch this podcast. They know they nothing they can do with me in that kitchen. Nothing.
But, okay, Fresh, but what about this younger generation?
Like under us?
yes.
Oh no, my little girl be burning up bacon in them. Nah, they ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
I think the younger generation.
DoorDash.
We were probably
too
one of the
convenient.
last, right? We were one of the last generations. I feel that was like, so you got to get out here and cook, and you gotta. We were learning the fundamentals. Now everything is on the internet.
TikTok.
There's TikTok, and these kids nowadays, no shade, but everybody is so focused on a microwave society. Like they gotta have it right now.
Yeah.
And
Convenience.
no one wants to take. To your point, you said DoorDash. No one wants to take the extra 5 minutes to run to the
DoorDash.
grocery store and come home and cook. And then we wonder why people spend so much money. Because, you're not cooking at home. You literally just throwing your money in Instacart, DoorDash.
The generation that's
Uber
coming
Eats.
up now is gonna be the reason that we're gonna keep having restaurants that keep open.
And
Exactly.
they just pop it up on
They
every
never gonna eat
corner.
at home.
Every time they tear down some trees and clear a lot,
They're gonna
it's a restaurant.
a Chipotle.
Or fucking subdivision. So it's
Yeah.
more people to
To
eat
eat,
more.
to
You
buy
know what I'm
food.
saying? Like,
100%.
You know how many? So like, it's a concept that's going around now. I used to work at a food hall at Gather Greenville, but it's a concept going around all around the world where they get these buildings and they put a bunch of little restaurants in there, small kitchens, little prep, or ghost kitchens, where it's still like this is the new normal. It's gonna be like all you can do is go out and eat. Groceries keep going high.
Yep.
I go to the grocery store. Sometimes I can't even find what I need in there. So it's like it's making the generation. It's going towards people are never gonna be at home cooking.
Absolutely.
They're gonna be outside eating.
they want your money and they want to control what you put in your body.
Yeah.
All that. It's just all
Yeah.
a chess game.
But
You know?
we talked about it a little bit earlier as far as the cost of food, because like a lot of people are wanting to eat a little bit healthier, but
Too expensive.
it's more expensive to eat healthy than it is to go ahead and go
Yeah.
eat
And,
out.
but see, that's been forever.
Oh, for sure.
They used to promote that forever. Like, think about it. You can go to McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, all of them got 99-cent menu. You can go get something for $5 or less. You can go get a whole meal. You can't go to no healthy place and get a vegetable for $5.
No.
You gonna spend $30. Like, for one, I love the herbal pharmacy. I love everything they sell there,
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's
true, true.
expensive.
True,
It's
true.
very expensive. If you want to eat healthy and that's something you want to eat every day,
No,
how you gonna afford it?
That's the
$30
style
a
I'm telling you
plate.
about.
You
To that
eat
point,
twice a day, $60 a day.
To that point, too, though, and we were talking about it earlier, the way things are set up, food is designed to keep us sick. So to make it make sense, if you want to have the good food,
You're gonna pay it.
you're going to have to pay more. And sometimes paying more, that might be a car payment. And in some instances, depending on your household, that could be another mortgage. You know, you think about the classes we are, right? As people, you got what they consider the elites and the upper class, middle class, lower class. Lower class can't afford to eat healthy every day. So they got to get creative, and you got people doing farms and stuff like that and vegetables in their yard because they're like, I got to stay within budget because I still got to live, but I also need to try to eat as clean as possible.
Exactly.
But the healthcare system and the food industry together are not designed for us to win in that matter. They're designed for us to stay sick. And it's just a revolving door.
Like we were talking about earlier, that goes into the pharmaceuticals, which
Absolutely.
goes into the hospitals.
Absolutely.
You don't want to cure a person because a cured person can't spend money with you in the hospital. So you want to keep a motherfucker sick. So if I keep your body polluted with toxins and bullshit,
It's a business. You gotta think about it.
100%.
The hospitals are nothing but a business that make money. If they don't have people at the hospital, they can't make any money. It's nothing but a business. All of it's a business. Just like the food industry is a business. The grocery stores is a business. All of it's a business. And like it's sad that in America that this is because it's not like
The
this
land of the
everywhere.
free.
It's
Yeah.
not like this
The
in
best
other
country
countries.
in the world.
It's not like this in other countries.
I'll tell y'all now, I went to Colombia last year for 3 months. I stayed over there for 3 months, enjoyed the country, hung out with family. The food difference when I got there versus eating here, like I ate beef there. Like it's literally farm to store. And I was like,
Right.
this is what beef is really supposed to taste like? I don't want this no more. Because I'm used to what it tastes like here. So I'm like, okay, ground beef. You know, we all had ground beef. But I'm over there tasting, I'm like, yo, this is not. And they're telling me, like, that's because ain't nothing in this.
There's no chemicals
This
in
is
it.
this is the real deal. But like the other thing though, in other countries, you know, if you pay attention to every corner, especially when I was over there was a fruit stand. Here in gas stations, you have nothing but Little Debbie cakes and pies. And over there, it's like, oh, you just had this coffee. Here's this bread and coffee. Come outside and hit this fruit vendor. I mean, and they sitting there cutting it fresh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're promoting that because you don't really see soda like that over there. You don't see stuff like that. So, you know, to Chef's point, we land of the free, but are we really free?
Ain't nothing free about us. I'm gonna tell you that.
It's Babylon.
They make us pay. Like, think about it. Any place you gotta pay to live, we gotta pay to live. We gotta pay for water.
Health.
We gotta pay for health. We gotta pay to breathe. Nothing in this world is free. There's no way this is the land of the free. But that's, you know, we going off subject.
But
We got
keep it
mad.
with this subject.
We got mad.
The food.
Well,
It comes back to
We
food.
got mad, bro.
Okay, so for the folks out there, as far as like trying to save $1 and still eat healthy, what's y'all recommendation as far as
Get a
like-
garden. Start growing your own stuff. You
Okay,
can
but
do
what if they
everything.
don't have that green thumb? Because
You gotta
I
grow
right,
it.
yeah,
gotta
not
grow
everybody-
that
Find
green
you
thumb.
someone local who
Yeah.
can give you the stuff. Because if you go to someone local, they're not going to charge you the same amount they at the grocery store. I know a lot of people who will just give you stuff out their garden because there's so much stuff that's growing. How they going to, if it's
They
an
can't do
older
nothing with it.
person, what they going to do with it?
Yeah.
Or a person who don't cook a lot, find local people. Like, for instance, the eggs that was made in the macaroni, that came from a local chicken. A laid chicken, the eggs got laid. I got the eggs at my house. They
How the
all
eggs
different,
chicken?
colorful. They was never refrigerated. I washed the eggs myself.
Yep.
They were free. I got a dozen of good eggs for free, and those eggs taste better than the eggs you buy from the grocery store.
100%.
They look different. They fluff different when you eat them. It's a totally cleaner taste. So like, I try to meet people who got gardens or chickens or farms, and what can I get from you, like to take home?
100%. Farm to table is the way to go.
Is the way to go.
Definitely.
Also, every Saturday from 8 to 12, I believe,
Farmers
Farmers Market
Market.
downtown. It's a good place to go and get some fresh ingredients, fresh produce. If you want to go ahead and start eating healthy, the Farmers Market is a great place to go
All
to.
local farmers. And they do it in all the cities. They do it in downtown Greenville. They do it in TR. I know they do it in Fountain Inn like once a month. But all the cities have a farmers market every weekend, especially during the spring and summer months.
This is the perfect time right now for stuff to be in season. So, local farmers markets.
Yeah.
No, that's helpful because like a lot of people don't know. So let me ask y'all: when somebody puts a plate in the trash upside down, what that mean? Stop laughing.
Oh shit!
Food was nasty. They didn't want to
Trash.
be disrespectful. They didn't want to hurt your feelings, so they just went ahead and.
They didn't want
So
you
you
to
ain't
see
see
that
the food
motherfucker
in
in
the
there.
trash. You just see the plate.
That's an out of respect.
It's out of respect to make you think that you finished it, so you don't see the food. But it's really like, nah, you know you was wrong.
Yeah.
Slam in the trash.
Or if you see them put the dessert on top, put the napkin down, put the dessert on top.
The napkin is like it's deceased. Like let me.
If you ever see me with a napkin, I just started eating something ain't right.
That's why they need to mash that
Well,
motherfucker down in
listen,
there.
for me that ain't true, right? I can't eat like I used to because of my surgery. However, I put a napkin, I know I'm coming
Oh,
back.
you coming back?
But if I turn that plate upside down, nah,
I put a
that
napkin. It's
wasn't
definitely
it.
going in the trash. I'm trying to hide what you see. I ain't ate. It's just in the trash.
That's
Has somebody has somebody ever messed up Thanksgiving?
like in our house.
Or just like so for instance, I had somebody who was like they went to this he went to his girl's Thanksgiving and he came in the house, he said, I don't smell shit. So then he was like, Mama, is you cooking? So then he came in the kitchen, she said, yeah, it's in the oven. He said he opened the oven and then he looked in and he said there was a pan. He said the first thing he seen was carrots. I said, I already knew you fucked up when you started with carrots. So he was like, carrots, and then there was some asparagus. And then I was like, wait a minute, what meal was this? He said Thanksgiving. Asparagus? Like, what happened? Like, so
What was the culture? I'm curious.
I have no idea. I wasn't trying to ask,
Okay.
but.
Some cultures do like, they don't do the turkey and stuff like that for the holidays.
So I just experienced a couple of years ago of my Thanksgiving being ruined. I won't say who did it. I'm not gonna say who did it. But I finally tried to give somebody. So like I said, I've been cooking Thanksgiving, Christmas. I cook every holiday. So this year I was like, let me give these people the benefit of the doubt. I'm not gonna cook. I'm gonna go to their house. By 12 o'clock when I got home, I had to cook the whole Thanksgiving for tomorrow. That's how bad it was. I had everything that I ate there. I went and cooked my own greens. I bought a turkey frozen, thawed it out, cooked the turkey. Like I had to redo Thanksgiving. Like it wasn't even like the food just wasn't seasoned. I don't know if they just ain't want to do the Thanksgiving or they was in a bad mood.
Black people.
Yeah. I don't know if they was just in a bad mood, but everything I ate was horrible except for the dessert.
That's disrespectful to the
Cause
culture.
I never
That's
tell y'all who it was.
disrespectful to us. Jack.
No,
But it's two people in this room that know exactly what I'm talking about because we was at the same Thanksgiving.
Damn it, man.
two of our judges.
Y'all hear the
We
background.
was at the same Thanksgiving.
I got a picture of the background.
Oh my God.
I don't know, don't say nothing about that picture because then they gonna know what we talking about. You don't show the
They
picture.
gonna know when they see the podcast.
They like put it
We ain't never
put
say
it on the
who-
camera.
We ain't
I
never
never
said
see
who
it.
did.
They gonna be thinking that. They gonna be like,
Tune in to the DD.
We ain't never said who did it.
We'll post it.
Do you know whose mac and cheese is?
Identify
Just know the food was so bad that my little brother texted me and said, "What the fuck is this?" They done fucked up Thanksgiving. I told him I'm cooking. Come to the house tomorrow. We gonna eat all of. We gonna do it again. We gonna run it back.
oh, they look bad from him.
Wow.
Ain't no way you still got the picture.
That look, I can't even tell what the fuck that is.
That was a memory.
What's the green on there?
It's burnt.
It's
Oh.
I don't know if it's
I don't know
It's
who
burnt
y'all is out there, but y'all fuck
It's
that
burnt
up.
fake cheese. Is what it is.
Now look, burnt cheese can be
You
good. but
cannot
can't
mess up
mess
mac and
up.
cheese.
You can. Wait a minute. You can mess up macaroni
No,
cheese.
but that's the thing. If your
No.
responsibility is mac and cheese, that's the only responsibility.
It
You
is
cannot
very,
fuck that
very
up.
easy to mess up macaroni. So, like me, I don't eat macaroni and cheese unless I cook it. And I ain't saying it like, no, I'm like serious. I don't order macaroni and cheese from nobody from restaurants. I don't eat it from nobody else because I always be disappointed. I've never, except for one time, it's this truck called Nothing But Chicken 2.
Come on.
They sell fried ribs and
Come
wings. That macaroni gas they got, I think she make hers on the grill. It's
And they
got a
give you a
smoke taste to
QT
it.
cup for your drink.
So that's
Literally.
good.
Ooh.
They good, but besides
Very
Nothing
true.
But Chicken
Very
2 truck, I ain't had a good macaroni besides mine. Okay, so the thing about macaroni, what people gotta understand: stop using cheap cheese. Don't go to the store and get that $1.99 cheese. That cheese matter. The cheap cheese is the problem. The cheap cheese. I don't use shredded cheese. I have to grate my cheese because also shredded cheese is pasteurized so it can last longer. It don't melt the same. It don't melt the same as if you shred a cheese and get a block of cheese.
Yeah.
So it all depends on the cheeses you like, the price of the cheese, the type of cheese, and if you're gonna make a macaroni, you got enough time to grate your cheese. Just get you a block, and it's cheaper. It's a block of cheese is cheaper than a bag of shredded cheese, and it's more healthy for you, and it melt better.
All it takes is that little elbow grease.
Just
That's it.
I got two. I got a big one and a small one. I switch. I'm gonna be switching arms if my hand hurts. We gonna get it though.
Period.
I got a straight
But
cheese.
builds character.
And
Yeah,
then also the
it's
type
hard.
of cheese I use in my macaroni, they don't have it in a shredded bag, so I will have to get the block and shred it anyway.
Yeah.
Wow, that's litty.
So okay, all these ingredients and seasonings, they sound like they cost a lot. You feel me? And then even y'all talking about your businesses and how y'all put money into your businesses. How do y'all feel about people and them investing into your place? And then two, how do you feel about people tipping? Because a lot of people don't tip either.
So I think for me, I'm always open to investments. I have a catering company and I own 7 food trucks that are spread out amongst different states. I think from the tipping aspect, I think it's cool, but like honestly, I'm not so much as looking for a tip because my prices have already included that in most instances. So anything you give me as a tip is extra. However, on the flip side of that, in some countries, like it's rude to tip.
Definitely.
I think America is like one of the biggest countries where it's like,
They are.
not trying to sound like a jerk, but we think we have to tip, but that's just something
We're
extra.
greedy. The need
You know what I'm
for
saying?
more.
We're greedy, just naturally, right?
I
But
don't think it's paying for the people's jobs because I feel like they be
Just the
cutting
thing.
people's.
The thing about tipping is not for the chefs.
no,
It's not for us. So it don't really make a difference whether we getting tipped or not because tipping is primarily for waitresses,
Mhm.
servers, hostess, people who are bringing the food.
Correct.
America is built on tipping because we pay people so little to do a job
Exactly.
that they have to focus on tips to make their money.
Great point.
Them waitresses get paid $2 and $3 an hour. If
Facts.
they don't get tips, they can't make their money.
Yep.
So that's a thing in America. It's set up because of the wages. We have a wage issue in America. If people pay people for the service correctly, tipping wouldn't be such a big thing that we always add.
Yep.
But
Great.
also, if you like, it's a courtesy to us, a common courtesy. If you're getting a service and you're going out to pay for a service, you could stay home and ate. You didn't have to come to a restaurant. You could have made exactly what you wanted to make home. If you can afford to go out to eat and you get great service, if they deserve a tip, give them a tip. Now, if they don't deserve a tip, that's fine, which I probably tip anyway. But like Chef said, in Japan and Asia, it's rude to tip.
Yep.
They don't even give you a bill at your table. You eat and then you have to pay your bill at the end. You go to the bar to pay your bill. There's no bill for you to leave a tip. Most of those Asian countries, it is rude to tip. Like they don't. That's not something they believe in
They got
because
a
they
different mind state.
and
too,
they
though.
people make enough money. It's saying that the people make enough money. They don't rely on tips. They rely on their wages.
Better
Even
so-
in like Europe too, like
Yeah.
they literally will come out and everything that you need to enjoy that meal for like if you're gonna be sitting there for like an hour, you got pitchers of drinks, you got ice, you got everything that the waitress or waiter will come at one time, and you don't see them no more because they want you to enjoy that intimate time with your family or that person or whatever it is. So, you know, again, it's rude in a lot of these places to lead them a tip. They get offended.
Yeah.
And in some countries, they be like, they look at you like, you serious? Like, this is for me? Because it's such a natural thing here, and here it's expected. But I think for me, like I said, for me personally, it's already built into my price because I have a staff, right? And I know some people just don't tip, not because they don't want to, but sometimes people just don't got it.
Yeah.
You know, you think about, my sister's a single mother with 2 kids. She take my niece and nephew out, but she don't be having it to just like try to leave a
I get
$10
it.
tip.
Yeah,
Or, you know,
I get it.
even if it's $2,
They go all kind of ways.
that makes a difference for her and her lifestyle and her budget. So, you know, you have to take every aspect of it, you know, into consideration. But as a company and a business, you should already build that in so you can take care of your people.
Me personally, my tip is going to reflect your service. Like I'm like you said, Fresh. I'm gonna tip you regardless.
Right.
But if I give you a measly tip, I want that to translate to you like
You
I
did a
didn't
bad
do good.
job.
I didn't do good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was gonna give you fucking 15% of the bill, 15%, whatever.
Now I
the
gave you
fuck.
$4
I gave you
because
$4.
because you weren't right.
It changed at that.
And, I gave you $2 in quarters.
Bunch of fucking change. There you
Put
go.
it all on there. Because why I've been waiting for 45 minutes for you to refill my water.
Why?
And
I've been watching you
I'm
lollygag
gonna take them 8
Up and
quarters,
down the aisle.
run them quarters on over here.
Yeah.
One
We're
of
doing
those little
little
roll up
monies.
things.
Right.
Take me to go to the
The
bank.
quarters turned into dollars.
Yeah.
So now I know if you leave me 8 quarters, just know.
I'm going to throw them at you.
You go get
I'm going to hit you.
Oh, I get. Okay, well, we gonna get into our judges or whatever because I'm pretty sure our judges done tore up their plates and everything while we was talking and chopping it up. So we gonna see how y'all did with y'all plates. Y'all nervous?
No.
Nah, it's all love here.
Yeah, it's just.
Had this been somebody else,
I already said his food was. We done said had been complimenting each other. I can't wait to eat the rest of that pasta.
come on,
Man,
man.
I don't even.
I
know.
love pasta though. I'm a pasta eater.
I don't even know how we about to decide, but we gonna the next segment we gonna bring in our judges and we gonna talk to them about y'all plates and then we'll decide a winner.
Let me say this before we go, because y'all asked me earlier and I never did. And Fresh got up here and did it. And then she looked at me like, why didn't you say nothing? Instagram is inked, INKD_chef23. Facebook, inkedchef23. Please give us a follow, show some love.
Instagram, oh that's fresh. TikTok, oh that's fresh. Look me up.
Yeah.
All right, so we are back with our judges. So we got Flame.
Yo, was that
I'm L. Percy.
Hey, and so our judges, they already ate.
Oh, y'all. Yeah.
How y'all feel?
I'm about full. I'm ready to go to sleep. I ain't gonna cap. But I tried to save some of my food so I can, grade it and judge it for y'all. But I mean, I already know it's good. Both, I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard competition, but because they two different foods, you feel me? So it's not nothing compared. But at the end of the day, they both good. Like both of them gonna be 8. So
At the end of the day,
at the end of the day,
hey,
yeah,
to the end.
look, bro, look, he's over there fucking up right now, man.
Nah.
Good. So with our judges, we have our judges rating the food from 1 to 10. With the consideration of the food, I want y'all to think about the appearance of the food, taste, aroma, texture. Okay, and we have our scale here. Y'all probably can't see it, but we have 1 being fucked up. It really wasn't. It was a thumbs down. We got 2 being pretty shitty. 3 not really fucking with it. 4 it was alright. 5 it was mid. 6 you might know what you're doing. 7 flavors. 8 delicioso. 9 make you want to slap your mama. And 10 goddamn. Okay? Those are your ratings for this evening. And I want y'all to really consider all those factors when y'all are rating each one. We do have our prize. AR, you got our prize down there?
We do indeed.
We got our top chef prize over here. Okay, because, yeah, we got to have something for the office or something for them to take home. They can't just leave empty-handed. So we got our top chef prize for the winner of today's contest. And then we're going to have to probably bring them back or something because they might have to do a round 2 the way they was throwing down in this kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
How y'all feel?
Amazing. The food is incredible. I was not prepared that I was going to be part of this whole judging thing. I thought I was going to get to sit behind the scenes and just grub out, but this is beautiful.
So let's get y'all opinion on Ink Chef's meal. Ink Chef, what is this called? What is this called?
It's Cajun seafood pasta.
Cajun seafood pasta. So
Crack
I don't know if y'all
cocaine in 1983. Hot, your mighty lord.
So what flavors are y'all tasting? Like tell the people like how y'all feel when y'all eat it. Like first bite, what was it tasting like?
I taste all the flavor.
All the flavor.
And like they do a karate kick once you bite into it. It's like a karate kick in your mouth once you bite into it. And yeah, it's like everything's well put together. You taste the seafood, it ain't like, nothing's overpowering, nothing. My only critique maybe a tad bit heavy on the Cajun, just a little bit, but that joint was good. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't tripping because it's still good. So that being said,
You don't gotta give a rating, but just how you felt about it.
Nah, it's not great. I ain't gonna cap to you.
Yeah, we'll say the rating. Everybody, we'll
Look.
give everybody's opinion.
I don't see nobody getting below about 8 or 9.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way, but it's good. I don't count.
This first dish was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to give anything negative, maybe a little salty, but I think that that's because of seafood, right? So just other than that, but it has everything. It's like, oh my God, you guys, like chunks of it. Look, that's like a chunk of lobster. That's all I can say.
That's all I can say.
AR, how you feel about yours?
Man, crack cocaine in 1983. I'm beaming up to Scotty as we speak. You know what I'm saying? This shit is great. Very flavorful. You know what I'm saying? I like the garnishing. The flavor is retarded. You know what I'm saying? I like how he added. You could see all the butter and just the way he was putting the love in the motherfuckers. He was going around just the butter, and then what else you add? Broke cheese and yeah. At one point you put like something that resembled rice a little bit.
More cheese, park.
Retarded.
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
It just all came together. The combination. Was
And then
retarded.
did you see the whole container of crab they put in?
Yeah.
I missed
I
that.
was like, oh, I wanted to just. I was ready.
Amazing.
I was ready.
Yo, when he was cooking this pasta, I literally saw it happening in slow motion. Like he just stopped and like mid, like yo, I was like, yo, this is wonderful.
We knew it was going to be good while we watched him cook it. It was hot.
It was.
Great. So, hey, thumbs up for me on the rating.
And we
And
did
I'm a
that
pasta,
part.
I'm a pasta lover, so I really enjoyed this pasta. Like I could eat this probably every day. Like it was so good.
Then you gonna be fat like me?
I mean, that might be a good thing. I'm trying to get a butt, so
I don't have one of those.
shoot, give me one. I want one. You know, they buy them now, so like I can go buy one now. So we got our second plate. So our second plate, we got a little bit of everything. We got chicken leg, collard greens, mac and cheese, and cornbread.
It puts you to sleep special.
So how y'all feel about plate number 2?
Made me miss my grandma.
Oh, I definitely felt that.
It make me want to go to sleep. I ain't gonna lie. It's like one of the Sunday, you know, when you eat Sunday dinner and you just, you know, after you eat, it's just like you want to go upstairs, lay down, you know, take a nap, recuperate. You know, hey, it just this right here is lit. I ain't gonna lie, but
You mean you don't help clean the kitchen after?
yeah, it's that food. You ain't got no problem help clean the kitchen after you ain't already sleep.
And you get up, baby.
Yeah, when you get up, you
It's
gotta
a
catch
food
me
coma.
later. You feel me?
That food coma,
Yeah.
the itis.
Yeah, man. This is crazy. Like you say, it reminds me of my childhood with my aunties and my grandma. You know what I'm saying? Good Southern cuisine, can't beat it. This is what I'm used to. This is what I know. Tried and true right here. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't eat collard greens. I don't eat cornbread. I know I lost my black card. I'm so sorry. And I also don't eat cheese because I don't do dairy. But I ate it all. And then they gave me seconds. I was like, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot.
Oh yeah. And chicken legs is my favorite, so that's all I eat. So for the chicken, so but that's great.
How about it?
Yeah, everything on the plate is hitting. And like I told them behind the scenes, like I had Precious cooking at a funeral, and I was like, I gotta come to more funerals because this is lit. Like, it was really good. I enjoyed both plates. It was really tough, y'all. I don't even know how we about to make a decision, judges. How y'all feel about the decision? Y'all gonna have to pray about it. I mean, we
Girl.
prayed before the food, but I don't know.
I don't know.
We gonna see.
Jeez.
So
You're gonna have to cut it in half, I think.
cut the trophy in half. I should have
Yeah.
made 2. I should have made 2.
Both y'all need to put y'all points down for each cook and add tallies together. Whoever got the most points.
Yeah, that's what we gonna do. We gonna have y'all. We got some
Rate 1 to
tallies
10.
over to the side, so we'll have everybody do their ratings to the side, and then we'll bring our chefs in, and then tally it up and announce our winners. All right, y'all. How y'all feel? Y'all nervous?
No,
No, that's all love.
we already saw that everybody enjoyed our food, so that was enough for me.
No,
For
it was
sure.
a lot of love when we was eating this food. Like everybody was happy. I think some people are in some comas right now. That's why it's really quiet right now. So we got our tallies, y'all, and we did rate it based off of appearance, taste, aroma, and texture, and we rated each one of those categories from 1 to 10 on our scale. So we have our scores, and just to tell y'all, this literally was like down to a 0.5. Like that's literally how close this this whole tally was. Like that's how much we really enjoyed y'all food. So for our tally out of 40, we had Ink Chef, which was at 37.75. And then we have Fresh at 37. So we had our winner, which is Ink Chef.
Chef.
Yeah,
Good job. And
both of y'all, you know what I'm saying?
just to tell y'all, so it really came down to the taste for both of them was amazing. It really came down to the aroma and the appearance, because we got Ink Chef came and prepared and put it in these little boxes, and yeah, it really made the difference because both of them tasted amazing. So thank y'all so much for coming. And you know what, we're gonna have to have another one, because you know what, they was talking about we're gonna have to have them come and make the same dish so it'll be an even playing field. So we're gonna have to bring y'all back. Y'all down?
Definitely.
If my schedule permits, I didn't really have time today, so
That's how busy Chef is.
I have
Yeah.
have to go now. So.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having us. I'm glad you enjoyed the food.
For sure.
Yes, thank y'all. So we'll tune in next time to another episode of Knee Deep. We're gonna definitely have another chef episode. And we out.